hyperachiever, very different saboteur. And again, what it promises you is exactly the opposite of what it delivers. So what does a hyperachiever promise you? As the name implies, you can achieve more because of me and you can be happier because of it, but you can achieve more is the key promise. And that's a lie. How is that a lie? Well, let's say that you have this very important goal, lofty, ambitious goal you have set for yourself, and the hyperachiever is the one who set that goal. So what happens? The problem with the hyperachiever is that the achievement is the condition for you to have self-love and self-acceptance. So the achievement is what creates your self-identity. So you're constantly identifying yourself just based on your achievements, which means along the way, as you're progressing towards this big outcome, if glitches happen, and glitches always happen, then your identity is at risk. Oh my God, what's going to happen to me if this thing fails? Oh my God, who am I if this thing fails? So you freak out every time a little detour happens. Why? Because your whole identity is tied to your attachment. So then what happens is you feel stressed out, you waste a lot of mental, emotional energy in order to get back to the path that you were on. You send everybody else to a freak out mode. And so you get back online and you start making progress again towards the goal. But imagine if your sage had been setting this big goal, same big goal, but set by your sage. The sage passionately tries to get to that goal, but if glitches starts to happening, doesn't freak out. Why? Because your sage knows that making this goal is awesome, but actually failing at that goal, you can turn that into a gift if that happens. So let's not freak out. And because you don't freak out, because your identity is not constantly being challenged, when glitches happen, you kind of recover a lot faster. And you get back towards the goal a lot faster without wasting too much mental, emotional energy of your own and others. So it's more likely you're going to succeed at the big goals, not less likely if you do it through the sage rather than the hyperachiever. The hyperachiever has you achieve less, not more. Another problem with the hyperachiever is that because it's all about your identity and your achievement, then people along the way feel like they are just serving you for your goal for achievement. So you're not going to get as much loyalty. You're not going to get as much inspiration from people around you that will be helping you, which is another reason as a hyperachiever, you'll achieve less, not more. One final example I want to use about this is for sports analogy. If the last 2 seconds of a basketball game, you get the ball, are you going to make it or not? If you're a hyperachiever and all your identity depends on making it, otherwise you're going to be, who are you if you fail at this and all that stuff? You're much more nervous and you're going to fail at the 2-point shot. But if you're in sage, enjoying the game, being in the joy, in the moment of the game and having pleasure to seeing you and the ball, it's a very much more likely outcome that you're going to make it. So you'll achieve less with hyperachiever, not more.